Hi there, I'm glad of your company. This is Esther at Stampin' Star Creations with Stamp Around UK Video Hop, where a group of UK demonstrators come together under a theme to show you some different projects. I'll be using this die from Meadow Dies and inking it up in Versamark ink, and then I'm going to put some copper embossing powder on top. My trick today is to do a triple embossing, so I'm just going to talk you through the process if you've never seen it before. So normally you would just heat the powder up and this melts, and you could do the same with stamping. So you stamp in the Versamark ink and then you can put the powder on top and melt it, and then this leaves you with a lovely emboss. As you can see, it looks fine as it is, ever so slightly textured, so we want to take away that texture and add a few more layers. I'm just wafting it around to cool it down a little bit before I come on with the next layer. So coming back with my Versamark ink and just giving it a good ink over, I want to make sure all the area of the die is covered. Bringing in a separate piece of paper, and then I can shake my powder back into my pot once I'm done. So this is the second layer of emboss going on, and as you can see already, it's a lot smoother. You can stop here if you wish, but there's something magic about the 3 layers. The 3 layers just help to give it depth and really smooths off those corners, and it makes it look like, I don't know, like an embellishment. It doesn't look like a die cut anymore. So I'll be using the 6cm circle. I'm trying to figure out what that is in inches, about just over 2 1/4, and it comes from the layering circle dies. And I didn't want a complete circle, so I'm just chopping off a bit at the end here. Coming in with basic grey cardstock, and this is the basis of my design, or designs that I'm going to do. I just got this stitchery stamp set and I was keen to try it out. So using the basic grey again, I'm just going to create a border on the edge of my basic grey card. It's the kind of oopsie daisy stitch. I wanted a bit more detail on here, so I'm bringing in that lovely geometric mask and using the blending brushes again in the basic grey colour to create this really cool geometric design in the background. Desperately trying to keep it clean and simple, but I couldn't resist using my blending brush with the brush tip and whacking it over my block to create some splatters, and you can see those specks just on the card there. So look at this, I had 3 copper brush metallic dots left. I love these embellishments, I've used them loads and I love them. I'm trying to figure out, should I have them at the top? No, they're going to the top. And there's the complete card, and I'll just show you a photograph of that. So I was quite pleased. I think the copper in the corner just helps to complement it without taking your eye off the detail of the actual card. So that's card number 1. Here we go on to card number 2, and this time, to save you watching me doing this all over again, I've repeated the process, but obviously I've used the gold emboss instead. Now when I came to die cut this, as you can see, I partial die cut this. Rather than having to chop anything away, I just placed the die slightly off the cardstock, and I used Evening Evergreen for that card. Coming in now with Real Red, and again with that lovely stitchery stamp, and I couldn't resist the blanket stitch. I thought this was nice and warm and Christmassy. I was trying to figure out if I should just leave the top and bottom, but I wanted some continuity between all the cards, so I go ahead and finish the sides. Now because I am stamping it on a piece of card and it's too wide, I do just match up those stamps and it came out fine. Just get as close as possible. For this mask, I'm using the stripes. You've got to brush your brush in the direction of the stripe, or else it will not clag up, you know what I mean? It will rouge. It will get, you know, bendy. So just to get this a bit more interesting and a little bit more Christmassy, I'm doing a crosshatch design by turning my mask the other way, and I get this lovely plaid looking pattern in the background. And I've gone for this organza Evening Evergreen ribbon to add to my fern leaf, and the Season's Greetings is from the Merriest Moments stamp set. So bringing on again those metallic brushed embellishments, and this time using some gold. But I also really wanted to make this look even more Christmassy by adding on some of these, I think, are these called gorgeous gems, I think, and bringing in the red to act as berries. Now you might notice that when they go on the green they do get a little bit lost, but I wanted them kind of attached to the plant without sticking them on top of the leaves. But in real life I think they do show up a bit better than they do on screen. So there's the first 2 cards, and you get to see a picture of this card that I've completed, the Christmas one, and I'm going to show you yet another design. Same method, using the silver emboss this time. So using a pool party circle and this kind of hatchy stitching, and once again just going around all the border and using the snowflakes for the mask. Now my brush has obviously got other blue in it because it's transferred that onto the paper, but it's fine, it kind of lends itself to the different colours. So taking the word joy, do I stamp it at the top, bottom? We'll go for the top. And that comes from Merriest Moments as well. Now I forgot about the baker's twine, the white one particularly, and I got it out the other day, and I'm bringing it back out today because it's a lovely little accent colour for my card, and these sequins come out a lot. Are they artistry sequins? Something like that. And the blue was just perfect to add that little twinkle to my card. Now I don't think this picked up in recording, but I did actually add some Wink of Stella to this card, and it's got extra sparkle on it. So stay put, and I'm going to show you all the cards. Here's the copper one, the first one we did, the sort of more masculine geometric card. The more traditional reds and greens Christmas card, and then the silvers and blues, again with a Christmas theme to it. I'm also going to show you a couple of cards I made, again with the same leaves when I was experimenting, but how different they look. So here I've used some of that lovely tree paper and a bit of the cork with the watercolour shapes in the background. Again, a little bit more masculine, nice and simple. And then with this one I've used old olive, and I've done the same technique but just used a clear on top of the coloured card, and that just gives you an idea of what that looks like in a different colour. So you can do that if you don't have maybe some of the metallic embossing, or you want a coloured look, you can go for that. Thank you so much for watching along. You can choose your favourite if you wish and leave a comment below. Don't forget to check out all the other people along the hop.